What if marketing wasn't about shouting at everyone? What if it was about whispering to someone specific? This is where consumer personas come into play. They are not just dry demographic data, not just age, location, and income. A persona is a story. It's a carefully crafted, semi-fictional representation of your ideal customer. Think of it as an archetype, a detailed portrait of the person you seek to serve, the person whose problems you aim to solve, the person whose life you hope to make a little bit better, a little bit brighter. This isn't about creating an imaginary friend, it's about empathy. It's about stepping out of your own shoes, your own assumptions. It's about walking a mile in the shoes of the people who might choose you, or just as importantly, the people who might not. Understanding this person, this persona, is the bedrock. It's the foundation upon which all effective marketing is built. Without it, you're navigating in the dark. You're guessing. You're hoping. And hope, as we know, is not a strategy. Why bother with this effort? Because the alternative is waste. Wasted time, wasted money, wasted energy. Shouting into the void rarely gets a meaningful response, but speaking directly to someone who is predisposed to listen, that changes everything. Personas help you focus your message, they help you refine your product, they help you choose your channels, they ensure that what you offer truly resonates with the people who need it most. It's about relevance, it's about connection, it's about mattering to someone. So let's be clear, a consumer persona is more than a target market. A target market is a broad group. A persona is one person from that group brought to life, with a name, with a backstory, with motivations, fears, and dreams. It's a tool that transforms abstract data into a relatable human being. This allows you, the marketer, the creator, the innovator, to ask the most important question: what would she think, or how would he react? This simple shift in perspective can unlock a world of insight. It's the start of marketing with people, not at them. In a world overflowing with choices, with noise, with endless options, clarity is a superpower. Consumer personas provide that clarity. They act as a compass. They guide your decisions, big and small. They ensure your entire team is rowing in the same direction. Everyone, from product development to customer service, should understand who you are trying to reach, who you are making promises to. This alignment is crucial. It prevents the kind of internal friction that can derail even the best ideas. It keeps the focus on the customer. Imagine trying to tell a story without knowing your audience. Would you use complex language for a child? Would you tell a joke that relies on obscure cultural references to a global audience? Probably not. Personas prevent these kinds of missteps in your marketing. They help you tailor your tone. They help you choose your words. They help you craft a narrative that resonates because it's built on an understanding of who is listening. This isn't about manipulation, it's about respect. Respect for their attention, respect for their worldview. The alternative is to try and be all things to all people. This is a recipe for mediocrity. It's a path to being ignored. When you try to please everyone, you often end up pleasing no one. Your message becomes diluted. Your product becomes generic. Your brand becomes invisible. Personas encourage you to make choices, to pick a specific audience, the smallest viable audience perhaps. The group of people who will truly get what you do, the ones who will become your biggest fans, your evangelists. It's about depth, not just breadth. So, personas matter more than ever because attention is scarce, trust is earned, and connection is currency. They force you to ask hard questions. Who are we for? And just as importantly, who are we not for? This isn't about exclusion for its own sake. It's about focus. It's about delivering remarkable value to a specific group of people who will appreciate it, who will talk about it, who will help you grow. Personas are the starting point for creating marketing that people choose to engage with. Marketing that makes a difference. Demographics tell you what people are: age, gender, location. These are facts. They are useful, certainly, but they don't tell you who people are. They don't reveal the why behind their actions. To truly understand your persona, you need to dig deeper. You need to explore their attitudes, their beliefs, their values. What do they care about? What are their aspirations? What are their frustrations? These are the invisible forces that shape their decisions, the currents beneath the surface. Attitudes are learned predispositions. How does your persona feel about technology, about sustainability, about luxury, about convenience? These feelings will color their perception of your product or service. If your persona values environmental responsibility, a product packaged in excessive plastic will create a disconnect. It will clash with their worldview. If they are skeptical of new technologies, a cutting-edge gadget might intimidate them. rather than excite them. Understanding these attitudes is key to framing your message effectively. It's about meeting them where they are. Core beliefs are even more fundamental. These are the deeply held convictions that guide their lives. What do they believe about themselves, about the world, about their place in it? These beliefs influence their priorities. They shape their identity. For example, a persona who believes in self-improvement might be drawn to products that promise growth or learning. A persona who believes in community might favor brands that foster connection or support local causes. Tapping into these beliefs creates a much stronger bond than simply listing features. It makes your brand part of their story. This isn't about psychoanalysis, it's about observation and empathy. It's about listening more than you talk. Surveys can help. Interviews are better. Observing behavior, both online and offline, can reveal a wealth of information. What kind of language do they use? What media do they consume? Who do they admire? What problems are they trying to solve in their daily lives? The goal is to build a rich, nuanced picture of their inner world. Because when you understand their heart and mind, you can create marketing that truly speaks to them, not just to their wallet. We live in a world that worships speed, that craves ease. Time is a non-renewable resource. Everyone is busy. Everyone is juggling multiple responsibilities. This is why convenience is no longer a luxury. It's an expectation. It's a baseline. For many consumer personas, the need for convenience is paramount. It heavily influences what they buy, where they buy it, and how they interact with brands. If your offering makes their life harder, even in small ways, they will likely look elsewhere. Friction is the enemy. Think about what convenience means to your specific persona. For busy Brian, a working parent, convenience might mean a one-click checkout. It might mean subscription services that deliver essentials without him having to think about it. It might mean an app that is intuitive and easy to navigate on the go. For savvy Sarah, a budget-conscious student, convenience might mean clear pricing and easy comparison tools. It might mean flexible return policies. It's not a one-size-fits-all concept. It is defined by the user's context and their specific pain points. Marketers often overlook the power of small conveniences. A well-designed website that loads quickly, clear instructions, proactive customer service, easy-to-open packaging. These details matter, they accumulate. They contribute to an overall experience that feels effortless, or conversely, one that feels frustrating. Consider the last time you abandoned an online shopping cart. Was it because the process was too complicated? Too many steps? Too much information required? That's the cost of ignoring the convenience imperative. Lost sales, lost trust. So when developing your product, your service, your marketing campaigns, always ask, how can we make this easier? How can we save them time? How can we reduce their cognitive load? This isn't just about being lazy, it's about respecting their energy and attention. A brand that demonstrates it understands and values its customers' time is a brand that builds loyalty. Convenience, when thoughtfully integrated, becomes a powerful differentiator. It shows you care enough to smooth the path for them. It shows you are on their side. Section 5. Building bridges: how personas shape your product. You cannot design a remarkable product in a vacuum. You cannot create something truly useful for an abstract, faceless crowd. Products that try to be for everyone often end up being for no one special. This is where your detailed consumer persona becomes an invaluable co-creator. Your persona isn't just a marketing tool, it's a product development guide. It helps you answer critical questions. What problems does need solved? What features would make life demonstrably better? What frustrations can we eliminate for? Imagine you're developing a new kitchen gadget. If your persona is Gourmet Gary, an experienced home chef who loves experimenting, he might value precision controls, durable materials, and advanced features. He's willing to invest time learning to use a complex tool if it delivers superior results. But if your persona is Quick Meal Kelly, a busy professional who needs to get dinner on the table fast, she will prioritize simplicity, speed, and easy cleanup. A gadget with too many buttons and a steep learning curve will just gather dust in her cupboard. The persona dictates the design choices. This focus on a specific persona doesn't mean your product will appeal to that one type of person, but it does mean you have a clear target, a North Star for your design and engineering efforts. It helps you make trade-offs. Should you add this feature or that one? Refer back to the persona. Which one would value more? This disciplined approach prevents feature creep, the tendency to add more and more functions until the product becomes bloated and confusing. It keeps you honest. It keeps you focused on delivering genuine value. Consider the story of OXO Good Grips. The founder, Sam Farber, designed the first peeler for his wife, Betsy, who had arthritis. He wasn't trying to design a peeler for every hand in the world. He was designing it for her specific needs. The result was a product that was not only comfortable for Betsy, but also for millions of others. By solving a real problem for a specific persona, he created a product with broad appeal. That's the power of designing for someone, not for a vague market. It leads to innovation that matters. Section 6. The Decision Dance Personas and the Path to Purchase. Buying something isn't usually a single event. It's a process, a journey. People don't just wake up and decide to buy your product out of the blue. There are steps, there are influences, there are moments of consideration and moments of doubt. Understanding your consumer persona helps you map this journey. It helps you see the world through their eyes as they move from awareness to consideration to decision. What triggers their need? Where do they look for information? Who do they trust? What are their biggest concerns? For example, let's say your persona is researching Rachel. She's methodical. She likes to gather a lot of information before making a significant purchase. Her path to purchase might involve reading online reviews. She might compare features across multiple brands. She might seek recommendations from trusted friends or online communities. She might download white papers or watch detailed product demonstrations. To reach Rachel, you need to provide comprehensive information. You need to build trust through transparency. You need to be present where she's doing her research. Now consider impulsive Ian. He's more spontaneous. He might be swayed by a compelling offer or a visually appealing advertisement. His path to purchase could be much shorter. He might see something he likes on social media and buy it with a few clicks. For Ian, a seamless mobile experience is crucial. Clear calls to action are important. Limited time offers might be very effective. Trying to reach Ian with the same long-form content that appeals to Rachel would likely be a waste of effort. Their decision-making styles are fundamentally different. By understanding these different paths, guided by your personas, you can tailor your marketing efforts. You can place the right messages in the right channels at the right time. You can anticipate their questions and address their concerns proactively. This isn't about pushing them through a funnel, it's about guiding them. It's about being a helpful resource. It's about removing obstacles and making it easy for them to choose you, if you are indeed the right choice for them. The persona illuminates the way, showing you where to meet them on their unique journey. Section 7. Tuning in, where your people listen and watch. You've crafted a brilliant message. You've built a product that solves a real problem for your persona. But if you deliver that message in a place where your persona never looks, it's like a tree falling in an empty forest. Does it make a sound? Perhaps. But no one is there to hear it. Understanding your consumer persona's media consumption habits is absolutely critical. Where do they spend their time? Where do they get their news? Where do they seek entertainment? Where do they look for solutions to their problems? It's tempting to try and be everywhere, to spread your marketing budget thinly across every conceivable channel. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, podcasts, email newsletters, television ads, billboards, the list goes on. But this scattergun approach is rarely effective, and it's expensive. Your persona helps you focus. If tech-savvy Tom spends his evenings on YouTube learning about new gadgets and follows specific tech reviewers on Twitter, then those are the places you need to be. Advertising on daytime television is unlikely to reach him. Consider local Linda. She trusts her community newspaper. She listens to the local radio station. She's active in neighborhood Facebook groups. Reaching Linda requires a different strategy. Hyper-local advertising might be effective. Community engagement could be key. Trying to reach her with ads on a global gaming platform would be a mismatch. The media choices are not about what's trendy or what other businesses are doing. They are about understanding the specific habits and preferences of the people you seek to serve. This isn't just about advertising. It's about content distribution too. If your persona prefers listening to information while commuting, then a podcast series might be more effective than a lengthy blog post. If they are visual learners, then infographics or short video explainers on Instagram or Pinterest could be the way to go. The medium is part of the message. Choosing the right channels demonstrates that you understand your audience. It shows you're willing to meet them on their terms. In the places where they already are, it's respectful, it's efficient, it's smart marketing. Section 8. More than a label, personas and the essence of brand quality. What does quality mean? Is it about using the most expensive materials? Is it about flawless craftsmanship? Is it about lasting a lifetime? The answer is, it depends. It depends on who you're asking. The perception of brand quality is not an absolute, it's subjective. And it's deeply influenced by the values, needs, and expectations of your consumer persona. What one persona considers high quality, another might see as unnecessary extravagance, or even irrelevant. Understanding this is vital for positioning your brand effectively. Let's take the example of a t-shirt. For eco-conscious Elena, quality might mean organic cotton, fair labor practices, and durable stitching that ensures the garment lasts for years. She's willing to pay more for a t-shirt that aligns with her values. The story behind the shirt matters as much as the fabric. For fashion-forward Felix, quality might be about the cut, the style, the exclusivity of the brand, and how it looks right now. Longevity might be less important than being on trend. He might perceive a different, more ephemeral kind of quality. Your persona helps you define what aspects of quality to emphasize. If your persona values reliability above all else, then your marketing should highlight your product's durability, your warranty, and your customer support. Think of brands known for their ruggedness, like Patagonia or Toyota trucks. They speak to personas who need things that can withstand tough conditions. If your persona values innovation and cutting-edge technology, like early adopters of Apple products, then your brand story should focus on design, new features, and being ahead of the curve. Ultimately, brand quality perception is about fulfilling a promise that resonates with your specific persona. When your product or service consistently delivers on the aspects of quality that they care about most, you build trust. You build loyalty. You create advocates. It's not about claiming to be the best in some generic sense. It's about being the best for them. Personas guide you in defining that specific version of best, ensuring that your claims of quality are not just empty words but a tangible reality that your ideal customer experiences and appreciates. Section 9. The ongoing conversation making personas your living guide. So, you've done the research, you've crafted detailed consumer personas, you've given them names, backstories, motivations, and pain points. What now? Is the work finished? Not quite. A persona is not a static document to be filed away and forgotten. It's a living tool. It's a dynamic guide. It should be at the heart of your marketing discussions, your product development meetings, and your customer service training. It needs to be revisited, refreshed, and refined as markets evolve, and as you learn more about the people you seek to serve. People change, their needs change, their attitudes shift, new technologies emerge, new trends take hold. Your personas must evolve too. Set aside time regularly, perhaps quarterly or annually, to review your personas. Are they still accurate? Are there new insights you've gained from customer feedback, sales data, or market research that should be incorporated? Are there emerging segments that warrant creating a new persona? This ongoing refinement ensures that your understanding of your customer remains sharp and relevant. It keeps you from relying on outdated assumptions. Encourage everyone in your organization to get to know your personas. Share them widely. Use them in your daily work. When discussing a new marketing campaign, ask, how would Creative Clara respond to this? When designing a new feature, question, does this solve a real problem for Practical Paul? Making the personas a common reference point fosters customer-centric thinking across all departments. It helps break down silos. It ensures that everyone is working with the same understanding of who the customer is and what truly matters to them. Ultimately, developing and using consumer personas is an act of empathy. It's a commitment to understanding the world from your customer's perspective. It's about choosing to serve a specific group of people and striving to make a genuine difference in their lives. It's not a shortcut, it's not a gimmick, it's the hard work of listening, learning, and adapting. So the call to action is simple. Invest the time, do the research, create your personas, and then, most importantly, use them. Let them guide you in creating marketing that matters, marketing that connects, marketing that serves.